in the front page.
Okay.
On her.
Okay. Okay. Physiognomy is not practiced in TCM per se. I'm sure it is, and it's part of it, but it's not something that we learned. It's not really taught in the schools, and it's a separate study. And the reason that I, again, with my time limit, is because there's some really wonderful people, but they had different areas, so I just wanted to confirm that they were working, because they're really opposite. Okay, let's go to the sense. Wood is what? What is the sense?
Sight.
Sight, okay. Fire?
Speech.
Okay. Does that make sense? Fire? Tongue speech? Tongue speech? What happens if someone has too much fire?
Babbling idiot.
Yeah. Okay. And earth?
Taste. Different stone smells.
Metal?
Smell.
And water?
Hearing.
Hearing.
Okay. Okay. And we'll forget the heavenly azure dragon and vermilion bird. Spring, we know spring, and I explained yesterday I start with spring because that's the birth of everything, right? Spring, summer, fire, earth. We usually say late summer. Just late summer is good. Metal, autumn, winter is water, okay? And life, birth, youth, adulthood, old age, death. Does that make sense that I'm starting with wood? Paul?
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It's just that whenever you see the 5 elements, they usually start with fire at the top, and they work their way around, but that's the way I've usually seen the 5 elements in most pictures. But I saw different 5 elements when you showed it to me yesterday, because you used 4 elements with earth in the middle. So that was different again.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, your 5 elements is balanced. It's actually balanced, because you have 4 positions and 1 in the middle.
The holding. Okay. I'm going to read you some case studies. We've learned quite a lot of concepts now, and we are going to be working with case studies. So you tell me what you think. Betty, she's depressed. She has pain which is not fixed, but moves throughout her body. She knocked her knee against a chair, and the small bump did not heal for weeks. She has distension in the chest. Yeah, she has distension in the chest area. So what do you think are her main symptoms?
If her immune system is that impacted.
No immune system here.
Well,
Not in
it said
Chinese.
she couldn't, spleen chi deficiency,
Yeah.
because she can't heal.
She got obstructed.
Okay,
And
but
the
here
pains- and the
she has a
pains-
pain which is not a fixed
So
pain.
it's moving around.
Blood.
So what is it?
Blood?
No, it's exactly the opposite.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Fixed pain is blood stagnation. If it moves around,
It's
it's
chi, energy.
chi stagnation, right? And she's she's depressed.
Lung. And kidney.
No. We'll just call it chi stagnation. Okay. Just because I didn't say enough, I didn't give you guys enough information to say lung, liver, or spleen. We're not there yet. Because for lung, you'd have to have some lung cough or SOB, shortness of breath. Okay, something like that. For kidney, you would have maybe lower back pain or weak knees or knees. For spleen, often lack of appetite. Okay, sometimes diarrhea. So there are certain symptoms in every. So I didn't give you enough. So, but the main point here was that it wasn't fixed pain. Okay, it was moving. So that's chi stagnation as opposed to blood stagnation. So what would my treatment principle be? Promote qi circulation, yeah. Remove stagnation, okay. And yeah, okay, that works. Now, if I added in this, we have qi stagnation. So again, we're talking concept now. Let me add these other symptoms. So, Betty is depressed. She has moving pain throughout her body. She has hypochondriac pain, chest distension, breast distension, and dysmenorrhea. That has to do with what organ?
The dysmenorrhea?
Everything I've said.
That would be, wouldn't that be the reproductive area, the kidneys?
Organ.
Like kidneys or?
Okay. Kidney.
He's saying spleen.
Why spleen?
Because I'm thinking dysmenorrhea is governed by the spleen. Is it not?
Okay.
Hypochondria.
What do you think? Evelyn.
I think that Ed is tension in chest is lung.
Okay.
Kidney.
Yeah, okay. So yesterday we were discussing, remember if someone has pain here under the breast, hypochondriac pain, what does that have to do with? What organ? I told you. It's a given. Liver.
Mm.
Your liver is there and it's
Okay.
bilateral.
Mm-hmm.
When you have breast pain or distension and chest distension, usually around time of period, and it can be dysmenorrhea means what?
Pain with bleeding.
Painful menstruation. Amenorrhea is no menstruation. Dysmenorrhea is painful. So, and she has depression. Okay? So that all has to do with, that would be called liver qi stagnation. So our treatment principle, if we, our treatment principle would be smooth out liver qi, smooth liver qi, okay, relieve pain, or just smooth liver qi. And our point prescription would follow. Well, that's one point. What did I tell you for liver qi stagnation? Something that is kind of sure bet. Yesterday. You do it all the time. Just helps with 4 gates. Just for liver qi stagnation, okay? Okay, let's get our head around this again. So, the first example was just moving pain, depression. So that doesn't tell you a lot. There wasn't enough there, and it didn't heal. She knocked her knee, and it didn't heal. That means that the qi isn't bouncing back. It's not circulating. There's some stagnation. But I didn't give you enough information for you to make a proper diagnosis with the Tsang Fu. So then I give you the same symptoms, but we add hypochondriac pain, dysmenorrhea, breast distension or pain or chest. Yeah. So those are typical kind of period things. Plus you add the depression. And has to do with the liver qi stagnation. Okay? Got it? How it works? Okay. Everybody okay? Okay. Joe played hockey from 4 to 10 p.m. outside with his 9-year-old son, Rick, on a cold winter's day. The next day, both had a headache and were coughing. Joe was belching and was dizzy. Little Rick was nauseous and vomiting. What do we have a case of?
Wait.
Cold. Pathogenic cold.
Cold, yeah, cold.
Evil cold.
What kind of chi? What kind of chi?
Something that's coming on quick.
Ouija came from the inside. Or not Ouija.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
You had weak Ouija.
Okay.
outside.
You're on the right track. What kind of chi are we spoke about chi stagnation in the first example. This is the chi stagnating here?
So
Chi?
that's,
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
What is it doing? What are the symptoms?
Rebellious.
Rebellious chi.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just item. Why is it rebellious? What are the
It's coming
symptoms? There's cough, right?
Cough, vomiting.
Belching, vomiting. Okay. Hiccups. Okay. Okay. Both had a headache, so you could say there's wind cold happening. But I, again, didn't give you enough information. Then if I tell you that the tongue was pale red with a white coating, and that the pulse was slow and deep, then you could say wind cold,
Mm-hmm.
or slow and weak. Okay, you can say wind cold. So the more information you're given, the more you can make an accurate diagnosis.
Mhm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lou wakes up 3 times a night while he's sleeping. He's 70 years old, and he's got lower back pain. Okay, so what does that tell you?
Kidney.
Kidney. Okay, so you're, okay, good, okay. Sarah can't get to sleep. She tosses and turns. Sometimes she's got like memory problems, and sometimes she has palpitations.
Spleen.
I got spleen for the first one,
Yeah,
but I'm
spleen
getting
and
heart
heart.
in there too.
Yeah, spleen and heart.
Heart.
Heart, yeah.
Heart.
Yeah,
Heart.
Because of the insomnia, it's a mental.
yeah. So that's why we said spleen. Yeah.
Insomnia and palpitations.
The palpitations.
Palpitations,
the heart,
it's
yeah.
a given. Yeah. Okay. Barry. Okay. It's winter. Barry went skating, and he's 62. He's gone skating for a long time.
Good.
He's pretty tired all the time, but his grandkids said, "Come on, Granddad, let's go have some fun." But he's pretty tired, and he's got shortness of breath. So what does, with that information, what would you say he has?
Lung chi deficiency.
Perfect. Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Good. That, now look at that. That's your first one. That's great. That's perfect. Okay. I think that's good enough. I think the idea of this was just to start letting you think of how you have to. If you don't have enough information, then you can't make that proper diagnosis. So the more information you have that there's signs, there's symptoms. When did it start? And then you look at their tongue and pulse, and that'll verify what you're thinking. You also have to look at their shen, their spirit, and that's your instinct.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at their shen. It's in your notes, and then that gives you a picture of what's going on. But you can't make a specific diagnosis unless you have enough information as to what organ it is and as to what herbs. You can't give them a kidney herbs if the problem has to do with their heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're interrelated, but I mean, you want to get as specific as you can. Okay, moving on, we're going to go to page 24. Blood is formed from Gucci, right? By the what?
Spleen and stomach.
And also from kidney essence. Blood is acted on by the combination of heart, liver, and spleen. According to TCM, there are two ways that blood is produced, from food and from marrow action. Okay, when it's produced from food, that means that our food, we spoke about the Gucci process. So food and drinks are transformed into blood by the spleen first. It extracts Gucci from the food ingested into the stomach, which is sent upward to the chest area. Lung Qi then begins the process of transformation into blood. And the Gucci is then sent from the lungs to the heart, where the Huan Qi and Jing facilitates the process further. Now, second is marrow action. Marrow involves the process of blood production. The Jing that is stored in the kidneys produces marrow, which further continues the production of blood. There's an extra 3 words there that you can take out. Which produces marrow. Which produces marrow, which further continues to produce the blood. Okay, so what does blood do? Why do we need blood? What does blood do?
Carry the nutrients.
Carry the nutrients.
Okay, so
And oxygen.
okay. What else? Huh?
Here's all your white blood cells for your immune system.
Okay.
Other things.
Okay. What else?
Basically life.
Right. Okay. It nourishes. Right. It nourishes us and it moistens. Material foundation for mental activities. Okay, so make your notes that this is just a grid. Gives us tone, yeah. Okay. Blood deficiency. Mark is 84 years old. He has palpitations, insomnia, tired and pale, complains often about a numbness in his limbs. He's got pale and sallow complexion and lips, lassitude, which means tired, palpitations, dizziness, blurred vision, numbness of limbs. So what would you think this is? Numbness is a...
That's going to be heart circulation, and the dizziness and the blurred vision is going to be liver.
Right. But this is where you have to...
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? Sometimes if they dovetail, it's okay. It's okay. Would it be, if you're going to say liver, would it be liver qi stagnation? What supports liver qi stagnation here?
What that it is that?
Well,
It's the blurred vision.
symptoms-
It's the blurred vision. It's showing in the eyes. The numbness of the limbs is a heart issue.
Spleen controls limbs, and lips are pale too, so that spleen controls lips too.
okay. When someone is...
I think it's blood sheet.
And the palpitations.
yeah, we don't use that term... Yeah.
Palpitations would be heart too. And heart, I guess blood is heart.
Yeah, I think so too. I go with blood.
Some
Spleen
are-
and blood.
Because of the palpitation, you're correct. Who said heart?
Heart.
Yeah, heart. Also,
But there was something, they didn't say anything about yellow here. Oh, it's sallow. Okay.
insomnia. Okay,
Pale
on
lips.
That's mental and heart if it's
yeah,
insomnia.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could say nourish blood. We could say that you want to nourish blood. And what points are good? What acupuncture points are good to nourish the blood?
tonification point,
Which one? What
stomach
point?
36,
Yeah, what else?
and Tegu.
UB18.
LI4.
Nourished blood, would spleen 10 help at all?
Yeah, what else?
Um,
What point nourishes all the muscles and tendons?
GB34.
Yeah, okay, so that's also very good. Now, just, I like to do this because our treatment principle could be nourish blood or heart chi deficiency, right? Nourish blood, those are the two things. However, what we're doing could be for chronic fatigue, chronic disease, malnutrition, anemia. Like, it can, this goes into so many other aspects of Western medicine. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a common thread.
Yeah. Okay, Lucy has a local sharp pain which is painful to touch. The pain does not wander, it is fixed. What is it? Oh, look at me.
Structure.
Yeah, but you didn't know it yesterday, so now it's ingrained. You will always know now. To have that is $1 million, because right away you know. Okay. She's got local sharp pain in masses and some hemorrhaging. Her tongue is purple with purple spots. What does that tell you?